Hi, my name is Madison Hunt, and I'm going to be talking about inhalants. So what are inhalants? Inhalants are volatile substances that can cause physiological and psychological changes in the body. Once inhaled, inhalants can give the users feelings of intoxications as if he or she had just consumed alcohol, or euphorogenic effects. Also, in some cases, if taken at high doses, inhalants can cause hallucinations. There are different types of inhalants, such as aerosols, which can be found in items such as spray paint or hairspray, art and office supplies, such as felt marker fluids or correction fluids. There's adhesives, such as airplane or other strong glues, fluids, such as propane or gasoline, industrial household solvents such as nail polish remover or dry cleaning fluids. So there are different types of administration for inhalants. There's sniffing or snorting, which is inhaling vapors from original container, such as in the first image. There's bagging, which is inhaling solvents from a plastic bag. Huffing is inhaling from a solvent soaked rag, bandana, or towel. So they just soak the inhalant in this either bandana, towel, or rag and ingest or inhale from that. Each type of administration is also very fast acting. So once it is inhaled into the lungs, it absorbed through the lungs into the bloodstream, so it has a rather quick effect on the body. Why are inhalants so dangerous? Well, they're easily accessible. They can be found around the house, or if you go to purchase them, they're cheap, and they're also legal to purchase. They're also dangerous because there's unknown chemical reactions. Not a lot of people know the different reactions that chemicals can have inside the body, or for matter of fact, just between chemicals. There can be very dangerous reactions if combined or ingested into the body. Also, they're more appealing to the younger generations, so adolescents are more likely to experiment, although they're not limited to this group. So, inhalants can have different effects on the body. Some psychological effects are intoxicating or euphoric feelings, as I had explained earlier, addiction-like behavior, and by this I mean that according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, there are individuals who have abused inhalants for a rather long period of time who feel the need to continue the use. Also, it can lead to other substance use. Those with a history of inhalant abuse and use are more likely to engage in alcohol consumption, cigarette smoking, or other drug use at younger ages, which can also be dangerous and lead to further abuse and addiction. Some physiological effects of inhalants can be nausea, irritation of the inhaled substance paths, so anything in the respiratory area, such as the nose, mouth, lungs, that can cause coughing or sneezing. Also, lightheadedness or dizziness that can lead to loss of consciousness. Another effect is relaxation, sleep, or coma if taken at higher doses. Some of the risks for inhalants can be physical damage to heart, lungs, liver, and brain. And some of the other effects that can turn into risks when using inhalants are permanent brain damage, memory loss, hearing loss, nosebleeds, loss of smell, slurred speech, suffocation, sudden death, irregular heartbeat, heart attack, death, nausea and vomiting, liver damage, kidney damage, muscle weakness and cramping, abdominal pain, involuntary passing of urine or feces, bone marrow depression. So inhalants are pretty serious drugs, even though sometimes people don't think they are. One of the biggest risks is death, and you can die by choking on your own vomit. Sudden sniffing death syndrome, which causes cardiac arrhythmia, which is an irregular heartbeats, either during or after inhalation of the substance, and also through accident. So if you inhale the inhalant and go drive afterwards, you have a risk of passing out at the wheel and causing an accident, for example. If inhaled while pregnant, they can cause birth defects, and like I explained earlier, it has an addiction risk, and also a risk of aggravating existing medical conditions such as asthma, so it can make asthma or other respiratory conditions worse. So just to emphasize those consequences and risks, there are a lot of physiological harm that can be done to the body. There's damage to vital organs, hypertension, damage to the heart, nerves, brain, kidneys, liver, but the ultimate danger really is death, and this can happen even on the first experience with experimenting with inhalants. So if you feel that somebody you know are showing signs and symptoms of abuse, here are some things that you can look out for. Sudden change in choice of friends, poor performance at school or work, sloppy dress and or sudden lack of personal hygiene, sudden mood settings, defensiveness, withdrawal from family activities or usual environments, and these can be accompanied with chemical odors on the breath or clothing, paint stains on clothing, fingertips around nose or mouth, runny nose or other cold-like symptoms, red or glossy eyes, and rashes around the nose or mouth. So in conclusion, inhalants pose just as much a danger to the body as any other drug, and it's important to watch out for warning signs of abuse among your friends or family, and you should intervene if you suspect any type of abuse to avoid tragedy. Again, death can occur on even the first experience with the drug. And keep the chemicals for household use, and think twice before you consider inhaling those toxins.